The following material may contain sex, coarse language, and violence.
Big enough gap. Oh no. Yeah.
We would have clearly
seen the mountains. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, true.
Asratos arrives. Oh, I'm glad I have you.
Oh, you're looking for us?
Yeah. A messenger has come for you.
Oh. For me?
Well, I'm sure it's someone who's back at the tavern.
We should probably go back.
See if we need all of our stuff.
Of course, lead the way.
We'll follow. Hey, quick question.
Here comes the doppelganger test.
Of course there is. I mean, why wouldn't we? Because you're being very forthright and demanding.
I'm always forthright.
Not when you're doppelganger.
But I'm not.
But you could be.
Yeah, but I'm not.
He could be, couldn't he?
He could be.
Oh, hurry up then.
Did you finish Stet's training with Stomp?
Why would I train with that orc? Is that the answer you're looking for?
Seems close enough for me, but...
I mean, unless he wants me to knock him on his ass again.
Yes, but what happened? What happened last time you did that?
Specifically? I don't really remember. You stopped him. You stopped me.
And then you ran around the village.
Yes, yeah. The Plainsgate Township.
Yes. It's a very good doppelganger superhero.
Yes.
If you don't want to know about the messenger, then...
We're joining you. We're doing this while we're walking, so...
Oh, so you left him behind me because he's not.
Oh, you stopped? No. Sorry, we just need to be cautious. You understand.
Of course I understand.
I mean, we've already come across at least two of you as doppelgangers in the past.
Doppelgangers always do seek to be so much better looking. That's why you're not going to find any stump doppelgangers. Why would they go down in the world?
We already have come across one of those.
Must have been a very ugly doppelganger.
Who was significantly more effective than Astrotas's one.
Yeah, because, Stump's an easier mimic.
Yeah.
You arrive back at the inn. They're round the back. Come on.
Okay, it goes round the back.
There's an exhausted pig.
Happy Peg?
It ain't looking that happy. It's looking really underfed.
But is it
and
that...
badly hurt. Stump already knew about this. He's right there trying to
tending to it.
Yeah.
Is
Are there any
eating
notes or anything on it?
Nope.
Oh no, I don't actually have to roll. Tending to its wounds while I give it some water.
This is Eaton's pig.
Yes.
It's her favourite one.
Yes.
Did it come here on its own volition, Asratas, or did someone drop it here?
It just stumbled up and collapsed in a heap. I managed to stop your orc from eating it.
Stump wouldn't have eaten it.
No.
Without Eaton's permission.
Too scary. Me like this pig.
Can you heal it?
I can try. I'll be doing that now.
Can you heal it?
Well,
It's Eaton's favourite pig.
it's weird. They keep promising Tor I will not use this on animals so often.
It's not animal. It's a pig.
Tor's divine light mend your wounds. Gets back 2.
What a great use!
It's probably
You can't
why.
have that much HP. Much better now.
It may seem frivolous, but as I understand it,
Having pulled the arrow out of it.
pigs have got very good noses.
It's like trying to hit off in a specific direction.
It's trying to get free.
I'll put it down.
Where's it going?
Yeah, I'll follow.
We'll
follow.
follow the pig.
Just looking at an arrow as we follow. Does it look
Nasty, barbed-looking thing.
human make or orcish? Oh, sorry, orcish or not orcish would be the...
It could be either one.
As we're running. Could be orc arrow. Not too sure.
It could also be anyone's arrow. I've never seen. Do the orcs only make those sort of arrows?
Just always make nasty.
I've met very many humans that make nasty arrows.
What do you got though?
Fucking weeaboo.
At least it's not French.
Sacre bleu, Braven. Sacre bleu!
Yeah, but you both gave up.
Yeah.
Running out of town. North. Seems to be mainly following the road to the capital. Severo and Sulan solo run after him together just then.
I was going to.
Oh, you're also abandoning your own keep skinning project.
Yeah.
Oh, fine, just leave me to do all the work then.
Emergency!
Bacon emergency.
Yes!
As we're running, I just want to make sure that we see like drops of blood from where it came from.
From pig. Sure.
Yeah, from pig.
Sure. I need to know that one for free.
Sweet.
Yes. It's just running down a drain.
I'm gonna roll the old tracking. It's past. What's all the great?
You're slowing down.
After we, because they'll
As long as we're following the pig, it's safe enough at the moment.
Yeah, no, I won't.
Soon trees begin to happen. We run past the farm. It is night time.
That's fine.
Fatigued, the pig falls into a heap.
I'll give the pig some water from my wineskin.
It seems to drinks the water and then starts getting up and just stumbles on a bit more and then collapses again.
You need to rest, pig. You don't have the energy to...
If I
They will do, little pig. They'll do.
if I pick him up,
We'll find your mistress, but...
Oh, come on!
I know what the
I
reference
know! Not even the dignity of it.
if I pick up the old little pig,
Aye.
does he still try to like fumble in a specific direction?
Mainly he just seems to be trying to get out of the wood, but sure.
I'm just wondering if I can have him point the way without killing himself, and then us not knowing where to go.
Animal handling?
No. Animal law, but that's not really it.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't need animal handling.
Wish I'd learned to talk to animals.
Oh, yeah, we keep telling you to, but you don't fucking do it.
It is like such a niche spell, but we've needed it so many times.
It is a niche spell, but like, you know.
He's never even used it to look at scribbles. How insulting is that?
Just such his lower life forms, they just mean nothing to him.
Like you.
You rush north with the clouds. You're basically stopped now because the pig is exhausted. Usually it picks itself up and is able to continue wanderings.
What? I would like to follow the pig, but the pig is too exhausted to do this.
And it seems to resist stuff trying to pick it up.
Maybe it would like you to pick it up.
I could try.
Do you have animal handling?
I bet you're someone we left behind, probably.
I have. No.
I wouldn't
I have
expect
riding.
Oh, nice! Yeah, he's going to ride the pig.
The pig's a foot long.
I know. I'm just. It's the closest thing I've got to any kind of animal.
What about animal training?
I'm not a ranger. I don't have any of that animal stuff. Do I have it
Bacon origin handling?
No, I got that.
Who doesn't have that?
Insight.
No. Yes.
Huh, okay. You think the pig is feeling very unhappy.
I think the pig is feeling very unhappy.
Really?
That empath's so
It wants
useful.
to keep going, but
It wants us to get us to eaten. And it's getting very, very dark. I won't be able to track for much longer.
Oh, getting dark. It is, thanks to the encroachment of the forest, it is now dark on ground level.
Even beyond the effect of infravision.
Oh no, infravision always has an effect.
Yeah, can you see anything?
It's very dark, it's just dark for you.
It's still a little dark for me, but can still see.
is there anything you could track?
I will look while pig rest. Maybe someone tried to follow it. So now while it's resting, I'll go out and make a tracking check. Free from the hateful glare of the sun, I succeed.
Oh, the sun is still glary enough to impede you and shit. I dislike. I mean, I say that because I did print daytime and nighttime on the map, so...
So you're still prepared.
yeah. Well, it's just because I can do night now. It's like, day is much easier to see. If you guys can't use the night map, we'll just use the day one and say...
Say it's night.
We'll see how...
Good old day for night. It's clearly nighttime, but I can see an alarming amount.
It's funny how the headlights of that car don't cast any light, almost like this is daytime. Okay. So you're going to have that scout around ahead, and you've already made your check and succeeded, I presume. You were able to find some pig blood, and there are some generalized tracks. They look like humanoid.
And they were following the pig, at least in direction?
Not necessarily. They seem pretty confused. You would need someone with you would need to just pick a track and do a dedicated tracking check on that to follow like a specific set of prints. There's old and new prints you can get from your original check.
Okay, I will start from
The
newer.
trees here are in nice autumnal colours.
Okay.
So there's like leaves falling too. So obviously, like having less leaf cover on some tracks is what has been helped enable you to identify newer from older tracks.
Okay. I will start with a newer set that seems to follow the pig's blood. I'll go trick back a little bit.
Okay,
And go
we'll
from
need
there.
a check.
Yes.
Yeah, good, good. Yeah, so you hit off on the trail. It's like very confusing. It's back and forward, and you realise it's like moving like this in the woods, and it's stopping beside thicker boles. And you're like, because you're following it back, you can sort of see it's like someone's like got cover, maybe like a hunter.
Yeah, you can see like where he's put more weight into lean out and look.
As you proceed on, having left the others long behind, but you didn't realise this because you're so dedicated to actually succeeding in a thing.
It's rare.
You head off. You see drag marks, signs of. Then you come across signs of a fight, and you see that it looks like someone has come upon a group of someone else's, and there's been a big fight, and that's disturbed up the prince, and you'd need to make another tracking check to try and re-establish your lock on the.
I will do this, but before continuing with the search, there'll be something I do, assuming I can find where this goes off. There's a pass.
You think you're able to find the tracks you were following again, and it's heading deeper into the forest, into the slopes of the mountains.
Okay, so before I follow it in, I'm going to make marks on trees that will lead me back out to the road.
With what?
With a dagger.
Do you have a dagger?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's been returned to me multiple times. and then I'll be standing at the road having left the last mark, and I'll go, well, hang on, I didn't come here alone. I'll sort of look back down the road, realise that how far I've come, and I'll run back off down the road to find the others.
Oh, okay, you forfeit the tracking check you made then.
Because I could find my way back to there and then...
Yeah, but that tracking check is following the power, and you did not do that, so you would need to do that again.
Oh, okay, I see. How old are the tracks?
You can't tell specifically...
Just that they're not
without a
super
survival
old.
check.
I will make... Because this would influence whether I go back or not. That is a bust.
You can't tell.
Could be urgent. I'll follow the tracks. I'm gonna roll some stealthy skills at this point. So I will be tracking a little slower.
Okay,
silently.
While you're doing that, I'm going to cut back to the other two. Okay, Stump just heads off, looking around.
Running out of ideas on how to calm the pig, Saphira was going to try and see if Scribbles can do anything to calm the pig.
Squeak! Said the unpaid for pet.
Cheese is not paying for it! My God!
Is there anything you can do to just calm him down, to stop him scrambling?
Scribbles just falls into its mouth. The pig's just like... Whoa.
Scribbles, are you okay?
Scribbles knows no fear!
Good, Scribbles.
Especially because pigs will eat fucking anything. That's disturbing. That is very disturbing. I didn't realise that pigs' eyes could roll like that.
I have no idea what that looks like.
It's
It
certainly
hurts
something
to do.
I feel like you should.
But so you somehow managed to go wall-eyed and cross-eyed at the same time.
We're trying to work out how to do wall-eyed for some time.
Okay, he seems to have calmed down, and Scribbles seems to be fine in there. I wonder how Stumps... Let's see if I can just pick up the pig now. Okay, let's go ahead and see if we can find Stump, and we'll advance in the direction Stump went.
I hope this is the right direction. I can't see too well.
Neither can I.
They bumble off in the wrong direction.
I could light a torch if you wish.
Might be best. I was thinking it might give away our position in the dark to anybody out in the area.
Us bumbling through the forest would give away our position.
That too. By all means.
I will spend 10 minutes. Actually, I'll use my warm coal
Okay. Yeah.
out of my expensive box.
That consumes substantially less time.
Correct.
Okay, where did he go? You have no idea.
So I'll track myself to find the pig blood. I can't see any pig blood.
You wander off into the forest in the wrong direction. Who knows? Maybe it's the right direction. They wander off and get lost.
No,
Stump,
because it
meanwhile, is following
doesn't work that way.
tracks.
I just can't find the track. So I
Yeah,
can
I mean, you don't know where it is.
Yeah, but I can look for it.
And you're both moving, so you said, so you're going somewhere, you don't know where it is. You could be lost.
until I find the track, I won't go follow the track.
Stump, meanwhile, is following the trails and he's going up a path into the mountains. Slab sites grey on either side. Hiding places get fewer and fewer, but the tracks get thicker and more of them. To and fro.
Okay. This is actually good because I found my hide in shadows. Although I'm not sure if I really could have made it at night time, but
You can, because there is moonlight, and there are shadows.
I did succeed my move aside.
Moon shadows.
You're being followed by one.
By a moon shadow.
Moon shadow.
Moon shadow.
Moon shadow?
It's a song, Brendan, by the Wiggles.
That's fine.
That's awful.
Look, if it wasn't the Big Red Car song, then I don't know.
What about Wake Up Jeff?
Oh, I don't remember that being a song, I just remember the Wake Up Jeff. Yes, I'll continue to follow the trails, now being aware of the more mountainous terrain I am in.
Eventually you see torchlight or firelight or something like that.
Yeah.
There's like some trees ahead and rocks, and you see like flickering shadows of light, and bravely you plough on, knowing that that's warmth and comfort that's near.
No. I aim to slip in amongst the trees, but I'm going to look for their pickets first. Which I pass a perception to look for, if it's possible.
You're about to sneak into the trees when you realise there's a bear trap right there.
Okay, so they've got traps out and probably less watchers because...
And you hear the sound of some armour rustling, and you realise, oh, maybe there's a guard. And you see someone walk down the path. Got a crossbow, a weapon on his back, and a shield on his back. He's in like decent armour.
Human?
Man-looking thing. It's hard to tell because it's dark. The light. Oh, you've got infravision. Yes, it's a human. He's a man-looking man, big, strong guy, confident. He's got a outdoorsman revenant beard. He's looking around in the dark. He's like, Oh, I'm sure I heard something, but it must have just been the wind. I suggest we increase alertness of all the guarding, and run some patrols up and down the path, randomly thrusting spears into anything that could be a man shape. Yes, that sounds good. Let's immediately start doing that.
Okay. So I'll just sort of... I'll be hiding without moving until he carries on. Because he could notice me if I suddenly move to behind a tree.
Another guy comes out as well, and he's just starts stabbing into the bushes around the path, and then moving on a bit and stabbing into the bushes, and then moving on a bit and stabbing into the bushes.
I will...
Eventually he might do it on your side of the path.
I'll pick him up where he's stabbing at a thing, and the other guy's maybe gone away looking at something, and I'm going to slip away. Not back down the path, but adjacent to.
There's not a lot of adjacent to.
I might have to cut a pretty wide burrow.
It's a narrow mountain path.
If I'm a there would be a lot of climb checks to, like, navigate via climb adjacent to the path. And I would inevitably fail every single one of them.
You only need to fail one, Brent.
That's the one that matters.
It'll troll you. You'll succeed all of them except for the last one.
Yeah, but that arguably wouldn't matter as much.
Yeah, I'm just going to have to try and sneak back down the path ahead of their renewed patrols. I'm going to make new hide and shadows checks. A final pass. Am I quiet? No. I can't get both this time, apparently.
Well, so eventually you sort of stop meandering as someone's like, I haven't even found the pig's blood. We better not actually just bumble around like retards. That's something Adrian would do.
Let me just find the path first.
Okay.
It's a pass.
Eventually you find Stump's tracks, and you can start following them. He seems pretty timid and hesitant and like moving from a little clump of bush and trees to another and another. Eventually you find the same big fight, but someone's like hacked up a tree. You little bastard piece of shit. Done that, vandalising poor innocent tree.
You see there's been a scuffle here. A fight.
Sure.
Actually, it might be a bit obvious once it's been pointed out even to you.
Okay.
Do the old dance thing and...
The old Princess Bride.
That's the one! That's the one!
I would need you to make a check for that. Do you have small unit tactics?
No.
Do you have generalized tactics or siege warfare or anything like that?
No. The best I've got is...
Yeah, get a natural 20 on a tracking roll then.
Do you have 6 fingers on your...
Well, I got a natural.
Okay, you can't do that, I'm afraid.
But it wasn't. It's the second one that's rolled tonight. You can sit out over here for the moment. You're bad.
Dice prison?
No. We threw in it last week and it wouldn't listen. The other week it wouldn't listen.
Okay, so... I will look at the
Speak
scenes
all the
of...
important French words. Retreat, surrender.
Fall back.
Not everyone's family was in the resistance.
Yeah, but they say
they were.
Resistance wasn't that big, guys.
Yeah, I will look at the scenes of...
And then Stump arrives, having, for all he knows, successfully escaped.
A stump.
Oh,
Stump.
Chocolat. You found track 2.
Yes. There seems to be a battle here.
I'll notice that you guys have a torch. No.
Yep.
Put out torch.
But then... if you sure...
Gets out of your grip and runs off into the dark.
Oh, it's...
Scribbles!
And by chance the torch is out.
Oh.
There's a rat's riding the pig.
Oh, you pooted scribbles.
Oh, I have to make this
follow the
quick
pig.
then.
I can't see the pig.
Yeah, she just put a torch out, so it's just like, oh, let me just... And now my night blind.
Oh, God. It's just...
They're a camp with traps and scouts watching the road. We find men and bear trap things.
Is there any other way in?
And up mountain path. Not find other way up without lots of climbing.
How do I not have a forest sound effect on here? I am the worst. This one. I'll have to use this one.
They have more men on road now. Think they heard me, maybe.
Well, then should we hide?
But Pig is going back.
We can't...
Pig's gonna get itself killed.
Well, I can't see where to go yet.
I know. I think I can hear it scrambling along, but
I can lead way, but we not be sneaky.
I don't think there's any way we're going to be able to be sneaky. So we might as well just try and get there.
Oh, also beware of shooters. Combine the firing of a crossbow, having just remembered the last time he interacted with the crossbows and an ambushy camp thing like this.
They have a bow like Mr. Wick.
Like what killed Radamir. So this time he's been very explicit about mentioning it, because his attempts to mention it via secret messages last time were destroyed.
Yeah, by Ethan.
Yeah. And she's never allowed to know.
She's never allowed to know. Not that it really matters at the moment.
No.
You wish to...
Okay, go ahead. Lead him up the path.
I believe it's...
Saphira, can you hold on to him?
Yeah, I believe so.
Sphero, hold this rope.
Okay.
Saphira pulls out his flute and gives it a toot.
No.
Don't, because if you finish that, it's sort of done.
I have to say, Saphira is taking the idea that this thing can summon a Tarrasque up to be in the slick back here and oven bit strike.
Well, did you not actually know it was capable of that prior to?
In character, no.
That was what we always joked about. That's what we assumed it did.
Now we know for certain. Well, now he knows for certain.
That is a big thing.
Oh, sorry, and I do.
Yes, but if you leave enough slack in the rope, you can sneak along. You might get spotted out because of the rope.
What are you talking about? I'm not even there.
You passed that check, did you?
No, I'm on the end of the rope. Well, a distance from down the rope.
And I'll be leading Saphiro up the mountain path. And keeping an eye out for...
Eventually you get sort of back to where you were. And you hear a lot of activity from...
The scouts might have been backing because the pig ran through.
You don't know where the pig is. Ooh, we don't know where the pig is. Okay. You hear activity from the camp. It sounds like a number of people around there. And it sounds like that they are definitely torturing someone because there's screams and the sound of cracking of leather on flesh, maybe.
Do we recognise these screams?
Why would you?
Because we've heard Ethan scream before.
Well, it doesn't sound like that.
Okay.
Does it sound more
the
massive?
worst possible conclusion.
Yep.
Unfortunately, someone you don't give a fuck about is being
No,
murdered.
it's just...
Does it sound more masculine or
those
something?
No.
Well, if we haven't been spotted yet, but we're close enough, and you'd be able to see some of the light from the camp now.
Oh, yeah.
I sneak ahead.
Yes.
Maybe Shakla too. I'll just sort of peer back into the inky darkness. Maybe see what is happening.
Please be swift. I don't like the sound of that.
I'm definitely not hiding in shadows.
You think you are?
Very thinking, 100% sure.
Unfortunately, because Brendan's printed...
Wait,
Move
you did it too?
Oh yeah, got 100.
Wow, that's two of them tonight.
Ooh,
What are the
yeah.
odds?
I only got
Well,
100.
Tablet, I've got to put a map down.
Sorry.
I only
Right,
got
so,
shadows
coming
to
up
approach.
on the path... Oh, boy.
On the path.
Well, they're moving silently, so that's my advantage.
We both got a different rogue skill success.
Hey, between the two of you, you're failing everything.
Yeah.